Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is 11:10 p.m. I'm vlogging a little bit earlier tonight because I want to listen to my audiobook. This vlog is going to probably be short. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am like, my back pain is really, really hurting me. And I just don't think it's probably a great idea for me to sit in this car for a long time tonight. So I'm going to try to get this done and then listen to my audiobook, and probably not in this car. I just really can't get comfortable at all. It's like when I sit down, then I don't want to get up because it's like even hard for me to get in the car, you guys. It's like takes a very kind of planned effort to get like one leg in and then kind of pull myself in, and then I kind of like just fall in. It's the same way that I get into bed. It's the same way that I got down into the chair to film my videos today. And I'm just in a lot of pain. It's like radiated now. So I was told that it's probably sciatica. But I'm trying to get in early next week to the doctor. They can't get me in before. Unless something would happen and it would completely go away this weekend. But it's now kind of like radiating into like the top of my butt and like my legs. And, but it's making it really, really hard to sit down and like bend over and stuff. So I've had to be like, doing bending down using my knees and stuff. And I'm heavy, so it's hard on top of that. And, I just really had a tough day today. I really wanted to film videos, and I got up and I was like so excited because I wanted to do this haul. I had some things I wanted to go to Sephora for, and I just was not, like, I wasn't feeling great. Like I literally could have just laid in bed all day long today. And I got up late. I snoozed my alarm like 50 times because I just didn't want to get out of bed. I just was like in so much pain. And but anyway, I finally got up, and I had my vlog done yesterday, so I didn't have to do any of that today. I got up, I let the dogs out. As soon as I let the dogs out, I have these like new Birken, they're not new, but like, I mean, I got them like a month ago or something, but like I haven't worn them a lot, so they're not like worn in and like my feet slide out of them. And they're these yellow Birkenstocks. And Boo Radley like darted out of the house, and then he like saw somebody walking on the street. And so he like ran past like our neighbor's condo, past the yard, and like out into the street. And I'm like walking as fast as I can, and I'm like in so much pain. And this woman was like not happy about it, and because she was like walking her dog, and Boo Radley is just like barking like crazy. And Tucker kind of went over there, but not really. And I'm like, come on, Boo, Boo. And I'm like, he just wouldn't come. And so I had to walk all the way over there, and I was like, come on, little guy, come on, let's go back home. And so finally I got him to come back home. But then it had rained all day today, and they walked all through like this muddy, grassy area. So then their feet, it just was like one of those days, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I'm trying to like stay in gratitude, you know, and I'm just like in so much so much pain, Freudian slip, so much pain. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, could this take it any worse? But I went and I got my Starbucks, and then I went to like the mall, and the mall was like completely dead. There was like nobody there. And so I went up to Sephora. I think it was like me and one other person in Sephora. And I just ran in really quick, and I got the stuff that I wanted. And then I came home. I talked to a friend of mine on the phone, and then I came home. I've been meaning to go to the post office. I keep on saying I'm gonna go to the post office, and then I don't go. Talked to a friend of mine on the phone, and then I came home. I've been drinking these dirty chai lattes. I really like them. I also have one of these hibiscus LaCroix today instead of the limoncellos. I did realize, though, the last couple days I haven't been drinking very much water, and I'm wondering if that's kind of contributing to my back pain a little bit. I know that sounds stupid, but I'm a believer in, like, water doing, like, a lot of good for us, you know, and I haven't really been drinking very much water. So I came home, and I filmed my haul video that I wanted to do, and got that up. And then, like, I took the candles, I fed the dogs, and then I took the candles out of the bag, and I, like, lit new candles, and I put, like, but everything was, like, you know, I was putting these, the wallflower things in, you know, the cinnamon sugar spice, I think it's the one, cinnamon sugar spice are the ones that I got, and I had to bend over to get this one, and it was, like, everything I had to do where I had to bend over was, like, it just, I mean, it took me, like, 5 minutes, like, I had to sit there and be like, okay, and, like, slowly bend over, and then to get back up hurt, you know. It actually feels, like, this is gonna sound strange, but I was telling Alex this, it feels, like, bruised. What is going on here? It's like there's these construction things, or there's semis coming, it's like you can't get through here. It actually feels like I'm bruised, but it's in my leg, and I almost kind of wonder if the leg thing is different, because when I went to the pool the other day, I was trying to sit with my back hurting on the lounge chair, and I had, like, a leg on either side, and I fell. And, like, when I fell, I, like, hit my side of my leg, and I'm kind of wondering if that's something completely different, because it feels like a bruise. But Alex got me some BioFreeze, and brought it home, and he put it on my lower back tonight, and I told him that. He's like, well, you don't have any bruises here. The BioFreeze stuff didn't really help. Advil's not helping at all. I don't usually take Advil anyway. I take a leave, so I'm thinking about maybe tonight taking a leave and seeing if that helps, because the Advil is just not helping whatsoever. But anyway, and then I fed the dogs, and Boo Radley's doing this thing. I don't know what's going on. Like, he won't eat unless Alex feeds him, and I think it's because they're used to Alex feeding him. Well, Tucker will eat no matter who feeds him. But, like, I go downstairs and like, Boo Radley gets real excited, you know, and then I go and I put his food downstairs, like, in the crate, because that's where he eats, is in his house. I feed Tucker upstairs by the door, and then I, like, because when Pee-Pee was alive, Pee-Pee would eat in the kitchen, Tucker would eat in the hallway by the door, and then Boo Radley would eat in his house. We had to separate them so they wouldn't eat each other's food. Also, because Pee-Pee was on a different food, and so he would try to eat their food, or they would try to eat his food. I had completely forgot about that till this moment. That food that Pee-Pee was on, he hated that food. I always felt so bad for him. That kidney food. The vet swore, though, that it kept him, like, alive a lot longer than it would have, because, you know, it's, like, specifically for dogs that have kidney disease. But anyway, Boo Radley's doing this thing where, like, I put his food down, and then, like, he like, starts eating it, and then it's like, I'm not even up the first flight of stairs, and he's already following me. And so I just picked up the food, and I, like, brought it home, because, like, now, like, when Alex gets home, he can, like, give him the plate, and Boo Radley will eat it. Like, as soon as Alex takes it down there, he eats it. I don't know what that's about. So, but he won't eat if I put it down there, which is weird. Because Boo Radley, like, follows me around. Like, he comes up and takes a nap with me in the evening. Like, he follows me around. So it's weird that, like, with Alex, unless, you know, like, I think dogs are used to, like, one person feeding them or whatever. But we, like, split it down, like, we always have, like, 3 or 4 nights a week I feed them, 3 or, you know, depending on, like, the week. There might be some nights where I feed them every night. There might be some nights where Alex feeds them every night. It just depends, you know? Some weeks where, you know, it just goes back and forth. So it's like a week where I'll feed them, you know, and the week, it just depends on who comes home first and feeds them. If I'm there, I feed him first, you know, but he wouldn't eat. And so then I did my Peterisms video, and then I did a drama video, and I started uploading them. It was like everything took me so long to do today, because to, like, sit down in the chair where I film, it's, like, really low. And so I would have to, like, grasp on to, like, the counter behind me where the plants are. And then I would have to, like, lower myself into the chair. And the whole time it's, like, horrible pain. And then I would get there and I would sit there for a second. I was like, And then like I would start feeling better, and then I was like ready to like record. And then to get up, I would have to like get up, and I would have to use the chair to get me up. And then I'd go over to the other chair, which at the table, which is where I work on my computer, and I would get down there, which is easier because it's not as low. But it just was, everything was taking me so long. By the time that I got done with the drama video, my back was like feeling a little bit better. Like I wasn't like in any position. And people are like, is this because you went roller skating? I haven't even gone roller skating yet, no. I think it's a combination of things. I think, you know, Alex was telling me, because, you know, Alex had like really bad back problems for a while and still goes to a chiropractor and swears by it. And that may be what I have to do as well. But he was telling me, you know, like, because he's like read a lot of articles and stuff about it. He's like, it's really easy to throw your back out. He was like, you know, if it's not something like, because he was like, let's hope it's not something severe where you have to have surgery. He was like, but he was like, it's really easy. Like, I mean, you can just like throw your back out, like, you know, picking up a bag or something like that. I think it's a combination of things. I think it's a combination of me being extremely heavy right now. And I think I fell or was down on the floor and just kind of was like, ooh, my back. You know what I mean? Because I'll be down on the floor, like cleaning up the floor or whatever, and then I'll get up and my back will hurt. I mean, I'm carrying a lot of weight right now compared, it's not healthy. It's just not, you know? I'm holding a lot of weight compared to what I was just even 2 or 3 months ago, you know? Since like the COVID thing happened, I was at home. I just was like eating like crazy, all the onion dip and chips, and I mean, I put on like 25 pounds and I was already heavy. So, I will say today though, I pre-filmed a video for Saturday because I wanted to start the farmer's fridge stuff, and I hadn't eaten. So I did a video of opening the farmer's fridge Greek salad and chilled cucumber soup, which I didn't end up finishing the cucumber soup. I just like opened it and like I had a couple bites for the video, and then I put it back in there. I'm gonna have it tomorrow for lunch because the salad was so large. I could not believe it, you guys. Like, is that the moon behind me? Is that the moon right there, I wonder? It's cloudy tonight, but you can see the moon. The salad, when I poured it into this Tupperware container, you guys, it's a huge salad. Like, it was like a full meal. It's not like a side salad. It looks small, but it's not. I was really impressed with it, and it's like the spinach is fresh, and everything about it was fresh. It was really fantastic. I was really impressed with it, but that review is gonna go up on Saturday. I pre-filmed it because I wanted to eat it for dinner. So I kind of had it on the counter, and I was like standing and eating. Like, you know, it's a problem when Peter is standing and eating, because I don't like to stand and eat. I like to sit down and eat. And it's funny because I like when we go to Melissa and Jason's, like everybody will sit in the living room and watch TV. And like, I like to sit at their kitchen table, which is like looks over into their living room, because I actually like eating a meal and sitting at a table. Like, it's more enjoyable for me. So I was standing there when Alex got home, and I was still uploading my videos, and I had put Urban Legend on. I was watching that old movie Urban Legend. I had forgot about that. Do you guys remember like Pacey from Dawson's Creek? And then I don't know what his name was in real life, but he was like, I liked him on the show, but he was in a lot of those movies like afterwards. Like, not a lot, but he was in a couple of those horror movies. Scary movies, horror. But he was in what do you call it? It's so funny because they're like my age. Like, he was in Urban Legend, and also, what's the guy that was in Dallas Buyers Club? He was also in My So-Called Life. I can never think of his, Jordan, I always want to call him Jordan Catalano because that was his name in My So-Called Life. Jared Leto. He was in that Urban Legend. I forgot completely about that. And then this one girl that was like in a couple of those movies, and she had like red hair. I haven't seen her in anything in forever. And then the girl that was in the Neutrogena ads, do you remember her? She's really pretty. I feel like she married some like famous rock star guy or something and settled down. But anyway, it's funny seeing those movies from back then, which probably seem so old to everybody else, but to me, it feels like it was just, I mean, I remember seeing that movie in the movie theater. So I watched that while I was like getting my stuff done, and then Alex came home, like probably, the movie had been on like a half an hour, 40 minutes, and he came home and he had to take a picture for his Instagram. So he was doing that, and then we were just kind of talking about our days, and he's so sweet. He's putting together these backpacks for Carlitos and Sebastian. So Carlitos and Sebastian, per like Indiana, it's kind of weird. Like Indiana, like, you know, and watching like the stuff with COVID around the country, like we are, I would say, like a lot further along phase-wise than a lot of other places. In some things, but in other things we're not. Like, I think the malls are back up to like 75%. The restaurants are like at 75%, but there's like major restrictions around them. And like when we've gone out to eat, like you have to wear a mask and you have to use hand sanitizer at the door. And then they seat you, but like you're seated like 20 feet away from the next person. And the servers all have masks on and gloves, and they reuse their gloves like every time they like do something. And when we went to this Brew Burger, they had like these heavy duty masks on. But anyway, but the school systems is weird because like every county or every township is doing something kind of different, I guess. Like a lot of them are doing virtual learning, a lot of them are doing virtual and going back, and a lot of them are just going back. So where Carlitos will be in 2nd grade, and Sebastian will be in preschool. I can't believe it. Well, his 2nd year preschool. So, or is he gonna be in kindergarten? No, he's gonna be in preschool. So Alex is putting these bags together for them. He bought these adorable masks, because they have to wear masks. Well, I think Carlitos has to wear a mask. I think Sebastian does not have to wear a mask. But he got these masks for them, and like one of them has like, he got the same ones for both of them so they wouldn't fight over them, because you know how that is with kids. One of them has sharks on them, and then the other one, they're real cute. But they're kind of like fashionable ones for kids. They're really nice. But they're like heavy duty, and they have like these filters that go inside of them that you can take. So he got them, like they have like these replaceable filters, so you can wash them and then put a new filter in them. And then he got them these big things of hand sanitizer, like this special hand sanitizer. And then he got them each a book. Carlitos' book is called I'm a Good Human Being, and Sebastian's is a picture book. And he got them some candy, and he's putting these back to school kind of things for them. So he's like, if you want to get something to put in there, let me know. I was like, okay, yeah, I want to get some stuff to put in there too. I thought that was so sweet. And my sister-in-law, she like worked with there's a lot of Spanish-speaking kids that go to the school township that they're in. And so she worked for the preschool. Like she went in there and did like, she was like an aide to the preschool teacher in there because she's bilingual. So she was working with a lot of the kids that only speak Spanish or are like bilingual, but like it's like they're young, so it's hard to understand them. Or she would talk to the parents and things like that with the preschool. And she was kind of like a liaison for the school between a lot of the teachers and the parents. And but it wasn't like I mean, she was doing it as like, you know, like volunteer work, and she just loved it. She loved being in the school systems and stuff like that. And my aunt did the same thing, kind of. My aunt worked with the library and then all the teachers, and she would like go in there, and she like when David was in elementary school, and she liked it because she could be part of the school. And Liliana liked it because, you know, like Carlitos was there, and like she could eat lunch with him and stuff. And then Sebastian was in preschool, so she was like there with him during the day and stuff like that. And so she was like really excited about it. But apparently they're not letting any volunteers into any of the school townships unless they're like contracted through the school township. It's like this, this is like an Indiana thing. I think across the board, like it's, you can't, if you're a volunteer, I don't know, or maybe it's just their township, I don't know. But I actually heard another woman talking about this at the pool. She was talking about, we have a lot of school teachers that live in our neighborhood, and she was saying that Like at their school, like if you're a volunteer, you can't come in. Like you can only, I guess it's going to be really restricted with the schools. And then they're only going 2 days a week. So they do in school 2 days a week, smaller classes. So like their class is split in half, I think. So like 2 of the kids go, like, so half the class goes 2 days a week, the other half of the class goes the other 2 days of the week. And then like, I think it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or like, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. And then on Fridays, it's like a virtual day with the teachers. This is at least for the elementary school, something like that, Alex was telling me. It's gonna be so hard, I would think, for the kids, the parents, and the teachers, you know? Like, what do you do? Like, I mean, I know so many people that are teachers, and they are like, this online stuff is so difficult. Like, it is so hard, because you have 30 kids that are at literally 30 different places, you know, like, educationally or like learning wise, and you can't like just go over to their desk and help them. And then you have a lot of parents that, especially the older they get, like junior high and high school, there's like, you know, then you have a lot of parents that you can't help. Tanya was talking about, she thought it would be a smart idea if you were like a retired school teacher, or even if you were like working and like, you know, been downsized or whatever, to like, you could have like 4 kids that you would charge like such an amount of money to come over, and like you would do all the online stuff with them and just monitor like 4 kids and charge them. And she was like, you know, and then you could have those like 4 kids that you would just be responsible for, and help them with their online stuff if like the parents couldn't do it. Kind of like an older like daycare, you know, for parents that couldn't be at home with their kids. What do parents do? Like, that's what I you know, like, I have no idea. What about kids that don't have Wi-Fi? About parents that, you know, like their parents don't have Wi-Fi? What about, you know, like, I don't know, like, you know, I did one of my internships in elementary school, and it was in a really poor neighborhood. I mean, a lot of these kids, like, their parents didn't even have money for food. I mean, that was part of our job as, you know, social workers, was to work and set up resources for that neighborhood. You know, like, a lot of, like, setting up, like, medical resources and setting up, like, you know, food pantries and things like that. You're talking about families that, like, don't have anything, and then all of a sudden they're supposed to sit down, and a lot of these parents don't have a high school education, you know? And yet they're supposed to sit down there with their kids, who probably, many of them, you know, like, all over, and this isn't just in that neighborhood, but, like, can you imagine, like, a lot of kids have, like, severe behavioral issues, too, and then it's like, what do you do, like, as a parent? Like, oh, and then you have to work on top of that to pay your bills. I mean, I can't even imagine it. I just really, it's got to be so difficult. For you parents out there, I really, really feel for you right now, and for you school teachers out there, what is this? Oh, it's just hand sanitizer. And for you teachers out there, I really feel for you too, you know? I bought this new lip balm today at Sephora, and I want to use it. Of course I can't find it. Oh, here it is. I was like, if I turn on the light, I'll see it because it's bright yellow. It's the Sol de Janeiro, and I thought I spent so much money on this stuff. You guys, I spent too much money, and this is the reason why, because I went into Sephora, and, you know, like, they're on a limited staff anyway, and then you, like, when you, like, are kind of, like, walked around, oh, it just went around, it just went out. Come on. So anyway, like, this woman that was helping me, she was like, you know, like, before you go in there, come on, I am not in the mood for this tonight. Anyway, I just tried to hurry while I was in there, and so I just kind of like started putting all this stuff in my basket that I wanted to try, and I got the shampoo and the conditioner because I was really excited about it, and I got the lip balm, and then I got the cream, and all of that stuff was expensive. But then I was like, on my review channel when I posted it, I was like, I'll be interested to see what people say. And there were a lot of people that were like, I love these products, I use these products, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, I swear by the shower gel. And they have like a shower cream, but they were out of it because I was gonna get it. And they're like, I swear by this and that you can get online and get. I was like, I'm gonna have to order some of this stuff off their website. A lot of people were like, you should sign up for their. If you sign up on their website, they send you a lot of free stuff, so I'm going to do that too. So there's a little secret for you. If you sign up for the Sol de Janeiro, SOLDJANIERO, Sol de Janeiro website, like you can get some freebies, I guess. I don't know. But I love their products. But like Alex said, you said you weren't going to buy that lotion because it was so expensive. I said I decided I was just going to use it for my face because my face is like, you know, I've been like in the sun so much this summer. I said, but I said, if you use it, I said, use it sparingly. I said, because it's $45 for a container. And he just started laughing. He was like, I've got enough facial lotions. I said, okay, well, I'm just telling you, you're more than welcome to use it, but use it sparingly. So anyway, yeah. That was kind of my day. And then Tanya was doing like some like, our sponsor wanted her to do some kind of like Zoom meeting tonight. She didn't tell me. I think it was a woman's meeting. And so she was doing that tonight. And because I texted her and I was like, or I called her and then she texted me and she was like, I'm in this meeting. Do you want to get a fountain when I'm done? And I said, yeah, I was going to lay down. And so I tried to lay down. This stupid thing is I'm so over it. I'm sorry, you guys. But, I don't know why it's doing that tonight. I have no idea. The only option I have is to turn it off completely and then start it over, and I really don't want to do that, especially since I'm almost at the end. I mean, I'm almost at 30 minutes. But I was like, I'm going to lay down for an hour, and then can I text you to see if you want to, or call you and see if you still want to go? And she was like, yeah, that's fine. And so, like, I laid down literally for like a half an hour because I couldn't sleep. That was when Alex put the BioFreeze on my back. And Boo Radley came up there and he was like napping with me. And so I couldn't sleep. So I called her, or I texted her, and I was like, do you still want to go get a fountain? And she's like, oh no, I already went with Eric. And I was like, I thought you said that we were gonna go. And she said, well, I waited. And I said, what, for like 20 minutes, gal? Like, seriously? She's so funny. But anyway, I don't care. There'll always be other nights, you know? So, oh my God, I'm out of focus again. I cannot believe it. Stupid. I'm just gonna wait to the 30-minute mark, and I'll have to be out of focus until then. I am so sorry, you guys. Why is it doing this tonight? I don't know why. Maybe like broaden the, there's like, you can't see it, but there's like this box thing. The reason I'm touching the camera is because there's like this box thing, and if it's like focused on my face, it's not. It's like focused right there, but if it was focused over here, it would like, my face would be like, can I move it? Yeah, there. I had it. If you move it, then it like, there, see? Then it focuses on whatever it's on. Let's hope that works. Anyway, I started Deviant, finally. Well, I had been like listening to it a little bit here and a little bit there, but like I was like, I really got into it last night is our July book club book, and we're doing the live stream this Sunday. It is really, really, really good, you guys. It really kind of goes into the history of Ed Gein, who they did the movie Psycho after, and Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. It's really good. It's better than I thought it would. I thought it would be like very much like, what was one of the first books that we read? It was like our February book the first year we started, In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. And it is kind of like that because it takes place during that era, kind of. But it's so much better than that. Oh, the stupid thing is out of focus again. Oh, there, it's better. But it's so much better than that, and it kind of goes into like, okay, let me tell you the dramas of my life. First of all, it was almost at 30 minutes and it was almost done, and then it just died because of the battery, which I didn't even realize it was at the end. And then I pulled into McDonald's over here, which I did not know was open, which is bad, okay, because I thought it was closed at, oh, there's a little workout place over here. What is this workout place called? That's cute. Work out anytime, 24/7. Oh, I should go over there and look at that. See if it's someplace I might want to work out. Oh my God, my back. But I pulled into McDonald's, you guys, and I like got my battery out. This is gonna sound so lame, but I like dropped the battery like on the floor, and it was like out of reach, and I'm like this. Like I couldn't get the battery to put it into my camera, and now my battery hurts so bad. Oh my God, what a nice little gym that is, 24/7. Look at that gym. Hey, I could work out there. I wonder how expensive it is. Work out anytime. It looks like there's somebody in there. Oh, there she is. I was gonna say, it looked like there's somebody in there, but I don't see anybody in there. But you know what? Their machines face that way, away from the window. Like, that would freak me out. To have my back to the window while I was working out late at night. Would that freak you out? That would freak me out. So anyway, the Ed Gein book, yeah, it's really good, but it like goes into kind of like talking about like his past, like not his past, but it talks about his dad and his mom. And like his mom, now if you know the movie Psycho, you know, like he's like, they talk a lot about Psycho at the beginning of the book. Something about like, a boy only a mother could love or something like that. Or she even says that to him at one point. Her name was Augusta. But anyway, she, it goes in and it talks a lot about her mother, his mother and his father in the book, and his brother too. And it talks about this town from Plainfield, Wisconsin, where they were from. And I haven't really got to the murder part yet, so we'll see. And it talks about him being in school, and it's interesting. So we'll see. We'll see what I think of it. That's cute in there. Oh, just like a utility area, I guess. But it had all these plants and stuff. So yeah, and I can't believe tomorrow it is the weekend. I don't really have a whole lot planned for this weekend, so. Oh, I talked to Mel tonight. Well, we were texting. So we're going to talk tomorrow. We're gonna have a little phone date tomorrow. But, I came up with well, first of all, I wanted to talk to her about this book idea that I came up with. I came up with, I don't really know how to say this because I don't want to give too much away. But what would you all think about like a scary fictional book about like a true crime that took, I mean, it would be like a fictionalized, like it wouldn't be something that really happened, but like kind of like a Scream movie, except for that it would take place like when I was in high school. So kind of like a little bit like Grady Hendrix's My Best Friend's Exorcism, but different. And it would be more of like a killer, you know, like rampant killer, kind of like on the loose kind of thing. So I'm thinking about doing that, but I don't want to say much more than that. I actually have it more outlined by that. I want to run it by Mel. But then I was thinking, because so many people have been asking me to do a video on the unsolved mysteries and my reaction to each of like the stories on unsolved mysteries. So I messaged Mel or texted Mel and I was like, hey, how would you feel about like doing a live stream just about, like we could pick some weekend night instead of like a Sunday, because this Sunday is the live stream for Deviant. I said, how would you feel about doing, these roundabouts are killing my back, a live stream like some Friday or Saturday night and just talk about unsolved mysteries? And she was like, oh, I like that idea. So we may do that. We may do a live stream where we just talk about unsolved mysteries. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that or not. Did I talk about the August book yet? The August book that we're reading is actually, has August in the title, doesn't it? Oh no, it was Osage. It's the, oh, something about Osage. Anyway, I don't know. If I have a chance, I'll pull in here and I'll tell you what the book is. It's on my BookTube channel, and it's on the Facebook page, and it's also on the Goodreads page. I can't remember what the name is, Flowers of the August Moon or Flowers of the Osage Moon or something like that. It's supposed to be really, really good. And it's always like whenever I look up like best true crime books, it's always one of the ones listed. And we haven't read it yet. And it's not really about a serial killer. But I think it will be a really important read. And I think it'll be a good read for us to read, do something different. So we wanted to do Jeffrey Dahmer. There aren't any great books on Jeffrey Dahmer. We wanted to do Son of Sam, David Berkowitz. There aren't any good ones. We wanted to do Hillside Strangler. There aren't any good books on the Hillside Strangler. They're all real short and like cheap paperbacks from like 30 years ago, 40 years ago. We wanted to do The Green River Killer. Mel had read one book that was really good. The other book that we picked was like super short. And then we thought about doing the Anne Rule book. I would be totally open to reading another Anne Rule book, but there's a lot of books that have come out since about the Green River Killer. So, I don't know. There's like, we haven't, well, September, we haven't picked a book yet. We have no idea what we're going to do, so any suggestions would be great. October is Mel's month to pick because it's her birthday month. And then November and December, I don't know what we're going to do. I think I thought of something the other day for December. I can't remember what it was. I was like, oh, this would be a good book for December, Mel. I didn't tell her though, I don't think. I think I just like, I took a screenshot of it. It had something to do with winter time. Anyway, so the fact that we do like true crime kind of leaves it open, you know, to like interpretation. So like, I know Mel will pick like a mob book because she said she's been like looking at all these different mob stories to see what she's gonna do, you know? And she loves that stuff. It is cold in here. I wish I would wake up and my back would just feel 100% again, or even 50% better. Even 30 or 20% better. I would take anything at this point. My plants in our back patio are they're just dead. They look so bad and it makes me so sad. Because this one plant I loved the flowers on it. They were so pretty. Like the other two that I had, well, there was one I liked, but it was kind of just like a mix of all different kinds of flowers. But then there was these two that I had that were just like purple flowers. They were pretty, but it was so hard. I mean, I literally was having to water them like every day. And then it rained one night and I was like, well, maybe I overwatered them. And, but I think it was, they just dried up in the heat. They literally, I mean, Alex looked at it, he was like, those flowers are fried. And my neighbor was like, she was like, I think it's because they were out in the direct heat and direct sun. And my sponsor told me the same thing. So I don't know. I need to find some plants that aren't out in the direct sun. I was actually gonna, this week, I was gonna take like 3 days and just not make videos. And I was like, if it's really nice all week long, then I'll just like, you know, lay out by the pool and then I'll go get plants and stuff like that. But I love making videos so much that I'm like, it doesn't take me that long, you know? And I'm like, I still wanna do that. I mean, not like, I would still vlog, obviously, but I was like, I'm gonna take 2 or 3 days, because it's been a while since, well, I mean, I have, I posted videos, well, okay, the day that like Sunday, was it the day that I didn't post any videos? I think, because I hung out with Alex. It was Saturday or Sunday. No, because he worked on Saturday. So it was Sunday. I didn't post any videos that day and just hung out with him all day long, which was really nice. But the last time that I took any like extended time from posting videos was the week after PP died. And I haven't taken any like any couple days off in a row since then. And really before that, I had never not vlogged before that. Which I just have to say, you guys are so amazing. I mean, like the fact that like you guys were so supportive of me during that and allowed me to take, I mean, allowed me, I don't know what that word means in this context, but you know, it was like so many of you were just like, it's like, no problem, take the time you need. I mean, the messages I got were so they were so awesome, and, you know, I really needed that time, and in all honesty, it was really nice to be just kind of like checked out of social media and everything for like a week, and just, you know, be with my husband, and just, it was good for us, and especially like going through all that was so hard, you know. I've been thinking about PP so much recently. I mean, I think about him all the time, but like a lot more than usual. And it's so funny because like in the bedroom, like I'll feel like it's like I catch him out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, and you know, I believe in spirits and stuff like that. So I'm like, is that PP? Like, is he just around me? You know? I don't know. I wish he was. I miss that little guy. I think you realize you really appreciate your life when you get to a point where your life is like, if you have this, and, you know, there's been many times in my life I didn't, but when it's like, okay, your relationship is solid, and your friendships are solid, and your family is solid, and there's no arguing in any of those groups, right? And you are in love with what you get to do for a living, and you're enjoying like whatever you do for fun, like reading books or watching movies or gardening or whatever, right? And then it's like you love spending time with your dogs, and like for me, like taking a nap, or, you know, like just like doing stuff with like the squirrel, like putting food on the squirrel table, or, you know, buying plants. And it's like all of this simple stuff, right? Like, and I know I talk a lot about this, but like for me, all of the grand gestures, the trips, all of that stuff, I love, don't get me wrong. It's so fun. But at the same time, it's like, if I could just stop, like Groundhog's Day, and relive just, oh my God, all these like 24-hour gyms over here. That's one that's called Live Right Fitness. But all of these, like, you know, like if I could just stop in a moment in time and just like relive one day. I mean, like doing all of this, doing things differently, but basically having the same day over and over and over again. That's the day I would live, you know, where I could, you know, have PP here, and, you know, and not just because of that, but like, you know, just be us, and doing some work, and then like, you know, hanging out and watching TV, or vlogging, and reading a good book, or listening to a good audiobook. You know, all of that is like, I have to say this hibiscus is not my favorite, but I do love the idea of a hibiscus LaCroix. Do you see it's got a hibiscus plant on it? It smells really good. I guess it's not bad. I guess I kind of like it. But I think that when you reach that point, you know, where it's like, here I said I was going to only do 30 minutes, and I'm almost at 45. But anyway, I think when you reach that point where you are so content and happy in just the mundane, is like, like I've reached that point of being super grateful for my life, you know? Like, I'm super, super grateful for my life. I love it. And, I mean, there are things I want to do. There are places I want to go. But do you guys see all these places, like all these countries that have, like, are not allowing like people from the United States to come this summer? Or right now, I saw like somebody, I don't know how factual this is, so I guess, but I saw it on like Instagram. I think my brother-in-law posted it, and it was like the places, it was like places that like will allow people from the United States, people that won't, there are places that will with restrictions, and places that won't. And there's only like 5 countries in the world that like will let us come with no restrictions right now. It's like Mexico, and then there's like, I don't know what country it is in Europe, so I don't know, but then there's like 2 countries in Africa, 4, so maybe it's 4 countries in the world right now. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is crazy, you know? It doesn't surprise me though. But I think we kind of got the traveling bug out of us you know, we were having a point where I don't even know if it's so much about traveling as it's just like, you know, Alex and I, like, unless we're away, like he took, so Alex took 2 days off, and he's off 2 days on the weekend. So he took like a Thursday and like a Monday, like he took like a Friday and a Monday off, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. He took like a Friday and a Monday off, I think, around our, like the week after the anniversary. So we're gonna have like 4 days together. And I told him, I said, I'll probably still, you know, like make videos those days. And he was like, well, I'll probably still, you know, like do stuff for work. He's like, but we'll be at home together, you know, those 4 days. And I think it's just like, we always reconnect so much, like when we're traveling, and we just travel so well together. And we just, like, it's like, I mean, obviously we're already in love, but it's like we fall in love all over again on vacation. And I think we were both kind of feeling that, you know, which was why we were like so bad wanting to go someplace. But like, I mean, we had a, you know, we sat down and talked about it, and we're like, it's just, this isn't, you know, we don't need to be going anywhere. And so, and you know, and we were both like, we were just feel so blessed to, like, I mean, we can go to the pool, and we can go to our backyard, and we have all that to really enjoy this summer, you know. And so yeah, so we're gonna do that for our anniversary. I don't know what we're gonna do that week. I told him one of the things I wanted to do was like watch some movies. Like in our bedroom, we used to, we would go and get like popcorn from Walmart. I think I've told this on here before. We would get like those boxes of candy and stuff. And then like the dogs would all be on the end of the bed, and we would like watch movies in our like room. We'd get movies from like the Red Box. Well, we would buy movies from Walmart because it was cheaper to buy movies that were somewhat new. You know, you could get a movie for like 14 bucks rather than go to the movie theater. It would be like $20 a person or something ridiculous, you know. So we would do that, and we would watch like, you know, 2 or 3 movies on like a Saturday night, just sit there and eat popcorn and stuff. It was really fun. So I told him, I said, like, one night I'd like to do that. And then one night, we'll probably for our anniversary night, we'll get dressed up and go somewhere to eat. And we talked about maybe going out, like going to somewhere where we can sit outside, which would be really nice. Because, you know, when we go on vacation, we sit outside and eat a lot. And then, yeah, just the rest of it. I said it'd be fun if we could, like, get up and then go to the pool. And then, like, you know, at lunchtime, maybe go and have a salad somewhere, or get a salad and bring it back to the pool and eat. Or make salads at home and bring them to the pool. And then, and I was like, yeah, you know, I was like, Tanya can come over and Sarah can come over, and we can, I mean, still hang out with friends and stuff. So we're real excited. We're going to have like 4 days off together in a row. That'll be really nice. He's been working so hard, you know, so it'll be really nice for him to have some time off. But that's not till the end of August anyway. Well, listen, you guys, I think I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna go up on the interstate to the next exit and then turn around, and then it'll give me like 20 minutes home, and then I think I'm gonna go home and put my AirPods on and lay on the couch downstairs and put a little fan on me and listen. I'd love to lay outside tonight, but it's like wet everywhere. So I think I'm gonna lay on the couch downstairs because Alex is asleep, and listen to my audiobook and just kind of relax. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm kind of trying some days without the outro. What do you guys feel without the outro? Do you miss the outro? If you miss the outro, let me know. If you don't care, let me know. If you'd like a different kind of outro, let me know. But I'm kind of trying some days without it. So this is that car wash I keep on wanting to try. But I think because it reminds me of this car wash that I went to in Arizona by Mel's. But I think I tried this one. Yeah, like there's nothing fancy about it. I thought there would be, and I drove all the way up there and there's nothing. But anyway. So yeah, so let me know what you think about the outro. And also let me know what you think about the Unsolved Mysteries thing. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Be too much. Live your life to the fullest. Practice random acts of kindness. Tell yourself today is going to be an amazing day. You're going to be happy, joyous, and free all day long. You can start your day over whenever you want. Manifest great things to come your way. You know, great things, good things good opportunities all day long and positive experiences all day long, and reach out and let somebody know how much they mean to you. And yeah, do something that make yourself proud when you look, you know, back on it down the road. And I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. Start your weekend. And if you made it this far in the video, please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, this vlog. And also put a blue heart in the comment section below. Just a simple blue heart for the OG Wolf Pack, all of us over here. And leave a little comment if you'd like to. Anyway, I love you guys so much. And there's my short and condensed version of the outro. You might like, maybe you'll like that. Let me know. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!